Hello there. It has been some time. Um, I have a confession to make. I've never played Half-Life. I've never played Half-Life 1 nor 2 until very recently when I was pretty sick and I finally had a bit more time. And kind of inspired after watching one video from Pyrocynical, I believe that's the name of the channel, about a mod, a standalone mod to Half-Life 2. And I never understood what is the appeal. It's the same with Halo. People praise Halo as if this is some kind of super amazing setting. I've played Halo 1 and I never understood why. However, that is not the case with Half-Life. Half-Life has a strange setting. Mostly, the first game, what I realized is that the first game, its setting, is made to basically explain the gameplay. I know that essentially that's basically for all video games, but usually video games are very good to hide it. Or, for example, the story comes first and then the gameplay is made around the story, right? But in Half-Life 1, I'm not saying that the story is bad. It's serviceable. It's pretty interesting, and for its time, it was also pretty. It had a lot of hidden things. It was one of those first ones that you suddenly see a guy, with wearing a suit, with a suitcase that just walk around this area that is absolutely destroyed. And then I played Half-Life 2, and I must say that I was really impressed. I was not impressed by the fact that the video game is good. I'm talking specifically about storytelling and world building specifically. I was impressed because after Half-Life 1, I don't know if you know the lore of Half-Life, but basically Half-Life 1 is there is a science research laboratory, something goes wrong with a new material, turns out this material opens a portal to another dimension, and suddenly everything starts going to shit. There is, different creatures coming out of that portal. There is plenty of new threat. Also, you are just alone. There are only scientists that they cannot really help you. They cannot really fight. There's security that only have handguns, right, pistols, so they are not that good at fighting aliens. Then there is like a special ops group that comes to this research station. Turns out they are there just to fix the mess. They are not there to help you. They are there to just kill everything and close the portal. So you need to fight them as well as the main character. And then the story ends by going to this realm and killing off the creature that was sending those aliens into your realm. And well, it was heavily suggested that closed the portals at the Earth side of things. Then Half-Life 2 comes, and I must admit, I was fully, completely, like, even for a game for the early 2000s, I was absolutely expecting it to just forget about that plot and just say, yeah, now this game, yeah, we will still use some things from Half-Life 1, but this time it will be something different. Like there will be another research facility, but this time in Himalayan mountains. I don't know, something like that, where everything is isolated in one specific place. So the person who's writing the story can very conveniently say that, oh well, there's no deeper consequences because all those events happen in just this one small area, and that area was nuked afterwards, so nobody even knows about it. Okay, it would be so easy to do that. But in Half-Life 2, they actually went this one or two steps ahead, and they actually managed to integrate all of that thing into its world building. And I'm not only talking about there's a continuation of the story. I'm talking about the fact that a multi-dimensional portal was opened on Earth. It was closed, kind of, but then turns out that on the other side there's not nothing. There's not just wild, dangerous wildlife. There are other things. There are other factions. There is a giant faction called the Combine, which now comes to Earth and conquers Earth, and it tries to integrate human society into its broader, Combine. Um, like I don't want to go into every single asinine detail of that, because I'm actually planning, like, I would really like to make a video about that, where you actually, instead of being lazy and just localizing everything and just brushing off a story, because they had the tools to that. They absolutely had the tools to just brush off the story and to say, yeah, well, it was isolated, so yeah, new story, bam, and no one would bat an eye, right? They had all the logical in-universe explanation to that, but they didn't do it, and they did a lot to integrate that into the broader world building and the story, and like there are consequences for everything. The natural fauna from other universe, from this other dimension, keep, like, no, maybe not keep, but it overtakes the human fauna. It, like, the earth changes, like the earth ecosystem changes because of that. There is so many things, not only like societal changes and changes of the fact that earth is conquered, and so many things. I've played it, I was surprised, because like I was so sure that they would be lazy. They were like, nah, I will just not do that, but they didn't. I like that. I really enjoy when writers actually take that into consideration, because it requires quite a lot of work. Like it's difficult to do. It's very difficult to do, because you introduce a lot of things, especially if they're you introduce a different dimension with multi-dimensional creatures coming from that different place, and now you need to think about all of the consequences, how they integrate, what is the biomechanical system of everything. Yeah, just wanted to share my thoughts about that, because I find it interesting, and I will make a video about this. And if it comes to my channel, for now I'll not be explaining myself, because what's the fucking point? The video is coming. It's rendering at the moment when I am recording this video, so you will be able to see, and it should be on Friday. And starting from the next video, not the one that will be uploaded on Friday, I mean the one after that, I will actually start cooperating with an editor, so the quality should also improve, hopefully. If not, then I will just change the editor. But yeah, that's all for today. See you, not when I see you on Friday. Bye.